All right, let's get this 80-minute marathon pace workout done. It's a little warm today, but let's do it. We're just lacing up our shoes now, and we're gonna get outside and do this as quick as possible. It's a little bit humid today. The humidity chart is just peaking again at the worst time because it's when the coolest temperatures are. Yeah, I don't know, we're gonna give it a good shot. Still contemplating in my head if I should slow down a little bit or get as much at my real marathon pace as I possibly can, and if I have to slow down at the end, maybe I'll do that. So we'll see. But yeah, just lacing up, and then we'll head out and get on the trail. All right, we're just doing our warm-up now. I'm just gonna do 1 mile warm-up. If I would have been able to do this workout yesterday, or who knows, even if just the temperatures were a little bit more cooperative, it wasn't so hot and humid, I would probably do a 20-minute warm-up for this workout, 80 minutes at marathon pace, but I want to spare as much energy as I can to try and get as many miles as I can at my marathon pace, even though it's pretty hot and humid. It's already about 80 degrees this morning, so I'll try and stay in the shade as much as possible. But still a pretty nice morning. It definitely feels sticky, so let's get this workout done. All right, everyone. Normally I would stop inside, shower, and set up in my little studio thing and talk about the run, but I'm excited. Today went well, kind of surprisingly so, considering the heat and humidity. So I just want to jump right in and recap the run and talk about a few things that I think helped make it go well for me today. So we will jump into the paces and everything. Like I said, I'm happy with the way it went, but first I just want to quickly cover 3 real key things that I think were helpful for me getting this run done today, all things considered. And there were some bumps in the road to get to this point of even trying to get this workout in, as some of you already know. So the first thing that was really key for me today was honestly my mindset. And that's always a big thing for me, you know, going into either a race or a hard workout. Obviously yesterday didn't go as planned, where I couldn't get this workout in New York City at the New York Roadrunners 12-mile training run. There would have been water and hydration on the course. That would have been nice, but it didn't go as planned. Then this morning I had everything I needed to go and do this run. I got to the trail where I always do these kinds of things, and I forgot my shoes, so I had to drive all the way back. By the time I got back out there, honestly, it was already about 80 degrees, so that was discouraging. I wasn't happy about that, but honestly, then I just had to tell myself, like, hey, let's just treat this like a race. Get into the right mindset. You're gonna do this. Last night I was feeling the same way, like, just get my sleep in, make sure I'm drinking a lot of fluids, like, let's do this. Let's treat tomorrow like a race. Get into that mindset. And honestly, even when I was out there just running pretty much by myself for long stretches out on the trail, I was saying, like, hey, just picture there's like 1 million people like Chicago cheering you on. Like, let's just keep going. This is the pace you can do. doing this for 80 minutes. There's no question about it. Let's go. Let's do this. And I think, again, that mindset, that just motivation, kind of talking to myself, playing some music I like in the car, going back out to the trail, getting myself pumped up, that was really key for today. The second thing that was really important was running in the shade. And honestly, it was pretty shocking, if not a little disconcerting, to watch my heart rate in the stretch right around like miles 4 to 5. There's a stretch on the route that I went today where there's not a lot of tree cover. So the sun was burning down on my back. I could feel myself warming up, and I could just watch my heart rate climb one extra beat per minute every couple seconds, going up 152, 153, 154, up to like the 160s, which was a little bit early for that kind of a heart rate. And as soon as I got out of the sun and was back in the shady parts of the trail, it went back and normalized to kind of where it settled. So that shade was really key for me today on a hotter, more humid day. Again, to have shade really brought the temperature down, probably underneath that tree cover, versus if I was in the sun, and I probably would not have been able to get it done in the direct sunlight. The third thing that helped, and honestly was truly a big help, was wringing out my clothes. So this is a different shirt at this point, but I stopped 2 times, once right about in the middle around mile 5, where I just took a sip of Gatorade. I had done 2 out and backs in 2 different directions with my car in the middle. So I stopped, had a quick sip of Gatorade, and I actually wrung out my shirt. Probably a 1-minute stop altogether, but well worth it. It felt like cooling clothes when I put it back on, because even if it's too humid for the sweat to really go anywhere and help cool your body, to put a dry shirt or a relatively dry shirt on compared to how much water I wrung out of it, felt like that water was able to go somewhere, and it cooled me off for like the next 2 miles. And I quickly stopped and wrung out my shirt again, probably around mile 8, just to again get that water out of me, get some of that weight off of me, and just let again the sweat come off of my body and have some drier clothes on. So really important, like 2 minutes of stopping overall probably helped me do the rest of the quality work that I did, and well worth it to stop for those 2 times just to wring out my clothes and let me continue to finish and honestly feel pretty comfortable and pretty good during this whole run. So if you want to hear about it, I'm ready to talk about it, because again, I'm excited. Let's go into the actual details of the run and just break it down quickly if you haven't seen it on Strava already. So my average pace was 8:33 per mile overall. Now, this is kind of the chart of where I think my current fitness is more or less right about now. I haven't really done too many all-out races recently, so sometimes it's hard to tell exactly where I'm progressing, but this is kind of my targets of the races and things that I think would come out if I just went out and raced today and was a little bit fresher, obviously, than the middle of a training block. So all that said, again, like 8:35 was kind of the target pace. I'm always okay going a little bit faster than that during these workout, like 80-minute, 100-minute at marathon pace sessions, because it's not actually the race. And if they go a little bit slower, just always remember for yourselves, and I have to remind myself too, it's the middle of a training block, right? I'm not tapered at this point, I'm not fresh, so it can be hard to keep those paces, but something to push for since we're not doing a full marathon distance, but we're doing the marathon pace. So that 8:33 includes the warm-up mile, which was about 9:25, so I probably was around maybe like 8:26, 8:27 for the workout portion, which is really good. And again, I'm very happy with how that went. It was very consistent, if not even a slight negative split on those paces per mile, so it was excellent. It turned out just like I wanted, and really only in that last mile was I starting to really struggle and feel like, oof, all right, this is starting to weigh on me, let's just get this done. But the rest of it felt pretty smooth, and I felt pretty comfortable overall. So the overall distance was about 10.5 miles. That included, again, the 1 mile warm-up and then 80 minutes at marathon pace. And it came out to just about an hour and 30 minutes of running overall. So all things considered, excellent run. Really excited about it. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I could not be happier. So thanks for watching, everybody. It's too bad again that I couldn't do this workout yesterday in the fun environment of the New York Roadrunners 12-mile training loops in Central Park, but all things considered, I'm not disappointed with the order of how things went, doing an easy run yesterday and obviously having a successful workout today. So thank you for watching, everybody. Thanks for staying tuned, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care.